Hello again. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, on what's likely going to be the last episode of the Let's Play. And it's been admittedly a short Let's Play. We don't have a perfect team, but it is all gift Pokemon that the game actually just gives you. One more thing though, before we do the Elite Four. And we are going to do them. We're just kind of putzing about a little bit more though. Because we can. We're back here in Cerulean Department Store to go, of course, to the drugs. Gotta get the drugs. Drugs. Drugs? Drugs. And we can't get that many. So we'll grab a couple of proteins. And a calcium. And we'll sell, what can we sell? No, we should check out what those TMs are, huh? We got a couple of them in the power plant last time. Thunder. Who can learn Thunder? Lots of people can learn Thunder. Do we want anyone to be able to learn Thunder, though? Let's see. Nah, we're good with what she's got. Let's see, what's 33? Reflect. A lot of people can learn that. It cuts physical moves in half for the entire team. I don't think it'll be particularly useful, but maybe we teach it to the Aerodactyl? Nah, you know what? Nah, we don't need either of these. We're just gonna sell both of those. See if they can afford us another drug. Nope. Negatory. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see, though. Did I get all the things from this little girl? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Well then, let's go to the Pokemon Center and check out what items we have in our item storage, because items are basically, without going out and grinding or going out and finding more trainers, items are our only bet for making our Pokemon stronger or better in some way. And we're gonna make our Charizard better because he's our starter. He got us started off. And somehow these drugs are still working on him. My guess is that in a typical Pokemon journey, unless you go out of your way to grind a lot, or use like only one or two Pokemon the whole time, they don't really cap their effort values or whatever the equivalent is. And so that's why the drugs continue to work on them. But honestly, in Gen 1, I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's see, I forgot what these TMs were. Okay, and we want to withdraw these because they are important, maybe. And they're not going to be able to do anything for us if they just sit in our PC all day. Or, you know, to the end of the game. And let's see. Try attack. Anyone can learn that? No. So we can just sell that. Rock slide. Who can learn that? Oh, no one's able to learn it. I thought... Wow, okay. Not a damn soul, so we can sell both of them. For some reason I thought Charizard would be able to learn Rock Slide. Maybe I'm thinking of Charizard in yellow. If he could, it would be real dope. In fact, if any of our Pokemon could learn Rock Slide, it would be amazing. I don't know why neither of the rock types in our party can learn it. It's very frustrating. But, say lovey. Drugs? Drugs. And we'll sell you both of these because we can. It's our plan. Well, hey look, we have just enough money to buy one more drug. What if we sell the ethers? Oh, they don't sell for anything. Another thing that should tell you that they are for the end of the game. Okay. And we'll buy another calcium since we gave him 2 proteins. He just needs strong muscles and bones. That's all you need in Gen 1, baby. Muscles and bones. Let's see if that helped him out. What are his stats? Alright, his stats are fairly comparable to what we would have seen on the baseline Zapdos at this point. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at our Pokemon and see. There's one more improvement we can make to some of them. In the last episode, we found that hidden item, the PP Up, and it's actually, I think there's actually a couple more of them around the world if we go looking. And that could be useful to us. Of course, we don't really need it, but I'm curious about where they're at. So I'm going to look them up real quick. PP Up. Gen 1 Pokemon. Da-da-da. Okay, but I want the locations. Down past the trees on the east end of town. Down past the trees on the east end of town. East end of town. I think I see the obvious spot, or non-obvious spot, maybe. But maybe we already got this. I feel like we already got this. Maybe I'm thinking of my last playthrough. Oh yeah, PP Up. And then... let's see. I know I said I didn't really want to fight other trainers, but... I think in one of the routes that we didn't actually go to, on the eastern side of Fuchsia City, there's another one. And something else is saying something about Rocket Hideout, but I don't know. I don't know. Also, I guess let's even out our Aerodactyl so maybe he can come in handy if we've got to fight these bozos. And who knows, maybe they'll give us enough money on the way to this PP up to buy another drug for our Charizard. Hey, we picked correctly. Wing attack may be garbage in Gen 1, but we're level 40, and they're not. I'll go train with weaker people. Okay. Yeah. When he whistles, he can summon bird Pokemon. How about that? Yeah, just use Fly. You got stab bonus on that, or should have stab bonus on that. Big power move. One-shot this. Oh, I don't even think we need to do anything special for Farfetch, so we'll just Fire Blast it. Farfetch'd has really low stats. And it doesn't really have any useful moves to make up for that either. In Gen 1, weak Pokemon are generally just weak, but Kanto is actually full of really strong Pokemon because, for the most part, they all have very simplistic movesets that just make use of raw power. And the whole play around status-altering moves is very... it's like relegated almost entirely to grass and poison and bug types, and a little bit to psychics. And none of the trainer AIs really do it much. Nor have Pokemon that do it either. And I don't really know if that changes as the... I know it changes a little bit as the generations of Pokemon go on. Like, more Pokemon will have more status-affecting things, because the games start to revolve around them, especially the competitive scene. Because, you know, that's how you actually, like... without items, that's how you can prevent yourself from taking damage, and how you can do setups like Leech Seed that will help your whole team and such. Or could possibly help your whole team. Did you know moves like Earthquake have no effect on birds? Oh, I guess. Oh, I could have walked by these guys in the grass, but... whatever. I guess if Wing Attack is a 35 power move and he's got stab bonus, it's actually a 52 power move. Which means... I think it's 8 power weaker than Bite. Unless it's super effective, in which case it's going to move up to being 104 power. Bye Weezing, bye Weezing. Okay, just live through my attack, why don't you? You jerk. Oh my god, that is way too many coughings. All I wanted was to go over here and get the PP up. I didn't want to fight all these guys. But what we'll do is, I think there's something we can do to bypass the next trainers and not have to worry about random battles in the grass. Obviously, we still have those repels from last time because I didn't use them all. So we could use those, but I think there's one other way that we can actually avoid tall grass, more or less. Dang, Weezing's got a lot of HP. Oh yeah, bite causes flinch. How about that? Okay, so I believe if we use cut on grass, yeah, this happens. So we can technically avoid trainer battles very slowly, as well as wild battles, by using cut. And I believe the grass will grow back later, so it's not like it's any big deal. Just one of those things. One of those little things that I don't think gets used very often in later generations. Although I know in Gen 3 there's an area with really tall grass, and you move slower through the tall grass, and if you don't want to move slowly through the tall grass, you can just cut it down, I'm pretty sure. Oops. Get back on your bicycle, you jerk. Is this a shut-in? Dang it, I should use the repel. I was a foolish fool. In Gen 2, you can catch Chanseys right here with a 1% encounter rate, and then there's like an NPC that's just like walking through here that wants a Chansey, and she'll trade you an Aerodactyl for a Chansey. And it's one of the best trades offers of all time. Of course, Chansey's super rare. Oh, god dang it. And so you'll spend a lot of time just running in circles right there to get her one. But the Chanseys that do spawn there, they're about level 28 to maybe 30, so you can get like a level 28 to 30 Aerodactyl really easily in Gen 2. Of course, by the time you come to Kanto in Gen 2, you're well beyond level 28, but it is helpful to help fill out your... It's how you get Aerodactyl without trading to another human. The aforementioned predatory nature is about trading with prior generations of Pokemon. You know, just buy all the games, you can trade with all of them, etc., etc. Gotta collect them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. It's super catchy catchy. Super catchy catchy. Yeah, me. Okay. Can we walk around behind you? Haha! Haha! Oh no! I don't have any bird Pokemon. I have a flying rock dragon. And I have a flying fire dragon. The fire dragon can't learn fly in this generation, so you know. Well, he can in yellow version. His yellow version was like, wait a minute. He can fly in the anime. Make him fly. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's change Pokemon. Let's change over to Charizard. Just have him flex on this Fearow because we can. Okay, I think the PP up is... I think it's in that bush right down there. So we'll have to finagle our way through this little funnel maze. And fight this guy too, I guess. Ugh, just Pidgey. Pidgeotto, oh, okay. Well, we'll prove who's the best at flying. It's Aerodactyl. The forefather of all flyers. Now obviously the reason these trainers are such low level is that this is the alternate route to come to Fuchsia City if you, I guess, didn't get the bicycle and couldn't use the cycling road. And so you would be treated to a bunch of bird catchers and a few cycle guys. And I guess a few ladies with grass Pokemon here or there. That's about it. Oh yeah, PP up, PP up. Now what to use them on? Well, let's see. What was TM20? Rage, oh that sucks. What about 26? Earthquake, okay. Only our Charizard can learn it. And younger me would have said, I would have gotten rid of Dig for it, but learning that Dig is a 100 power move in Gen 1 means I'm actually going to get rid of Slash. And the reason I want to do that is basically I just want him to have Earthquake just because. And let's see, who else do I want to give PP up to? I guess I'll give it to Lapraz for her Ice Beam. Huzzah! And we could just fly away from here, but let's see how much further to level 44 Aerodactyl has. 4,900, let's see. Thalassa has 7,200 to 46. Slash has 1,203 to 49. He's got 2,700 to 49 as well. Way too much to 51. Okay, so... Wait, how much was he to get to 44? Pretty far. Okay. So, the remaining trainers here, we can get Slash to 49 and also our Hitmonlee another level real quick before we fight the Elite Four. And I don't think it's necessary, but they're so close in level that we might as well, right? There's all these trainers that we left here, and we might as well. It'll only take a few of the trainers, depending on what they have. You know, Slash will probably level up off of this trainer battle pretty easily. So we can have a slightly stronger team headed into the Elite Four. Like I said, I don't think it's necessary, but you know, we might as well prepare ourselves to the fullest. Well, within reason. I mean, obviously we could go around and just spend the next half hour milking every single trainer that I just so happened to not beat because I didn't walk this way. And there's probably some more items and things too that I missed out on. Maybe even some drugs. But, meh. Meh. I think that ought to do it. I think Slash gets level 49 now. I did totally win. I do have to make them fight to toughen them up. But I can also use rare candies. And bada bing bada boom, level 50 Kabutops. Look at that. He's got over 100 in every stat. What a fucking Chad. Better than Zapdos, how about that? Okay. And now we'll get Hitmonlee his level. Because he's really close too. Do you want to battle Pokemon with me? Or did you say do you want to Pokemon with me? I don't know. I can't read. Clefairy! If this were a later version, you'd be a fairy type, and my Hitmonlee would be in trouble. As it stands, my Hitmonlee might be in trouble because he's gonna keep missing these jump kicks that supposedly have a 90% accuracy rating. This is why I don't like Hitmonlee, by the way. I mean, he's way better than I thought he was as a kid. And obviously, a simple solution would be to just not teach him the jump kicks. But they're the strongest fighting moves in Gen 1, so, like... what else is he gonna do, you know? My badges are too cool. Well, yeah, I've got all 8 of them, honey. And you think you can take me on? I will gladly jump kick your Poliwag. In fact, I'll high jump kick it. Kabam. Kabam. How much money are we getting from these guys? Like, okay, like 500 per... No, okay, actually, we're like we're 1,800 money from being able to buy another drug, so we'll just keep going down this route, fighting trainers until we have enough money for literally one more drug pill to give to our Charizard, and then we will... then we'll go fight the Elite Four. Gotta maximize, gotta be based in drug pills, you know. Rolling kick that electric rat. One of the earlier episodes of the anime features Ash using his Primeape to try to convince some random girl's father in some random town that's not in the games to give up his high-intensity training with his Hitmonchan, because he's trying to, like, have his Hitmonchan win this fighting... Oh wait, she just gave us all the money we needed. How dare she? How dare she? Oh, whatever. I'm just double checking to make sure nobody's really that close. Okay. Well, that was pretty ballin'. Let's go ahead and go buy that last piece of drugs for our Charizard. And then we'll go and quit procrastinating and just become the Pokemon League champion. Onesie, twosie, threesie, Oh, no, no, stop that. Drugstore, yay! And I know I said we just need muscles and bones, but I couldn't help but notice how close his defense was to being over 100. So, here you go. Shazam! You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. 3-digit stats in everything. For lean and speed. And just to reiterate, I would have taught him, if he could have learned it, I would have taught him Rock Slide over Earthquake, because Rock type moves are actually really strong in Gen 1 and 2 for the Elite Four. And I don't know why the fly listing goes, if you go backwards from Pallet Town, it goes to Saffron, then Indigo Plateau, and then Cinnabar Island. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why that is. I kind of wonder if that means you were supposed to eventually, like in the original drafts of the game, if you were supposed to, if like Cinnabar Island was post-game content with the mansion that has the diary about Mew and Mewtwo, which we didn't read all 4 diaries. The other 2 was like, they give you dates, and one says, today Mew gave birth, and in Japanese it actually says, today we use the inner essence of Mew to create another Pokemon. And of course, if you've seen the movie, then you know they cloned Mew to make Mewtwo. And there's a theory that since you run into Dittos in that burned mansion, that they are failed clones of Mew. Anywho, we're here at the Pokemon League, and this room is clearly full of water. And she says, "Welcome to Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Ha 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 ha. Are you ready?" Okay, well you're supposed to be ice, right? So clearly that means my Charizard will... Damn, you're a baddie. You're hot. Oh my god. Oh, wait, Dugong's half water. This could be really bad. Well, clearly we can just get around that with Dig, right? No, we cannot. That is some physical defense there. Okay. What about Flamethrower? It doesn't really work, but the crit kind of helped. Hey, we burnt her. How about that? Uh-oh. Well, yep, ouch. So in Gen 1, fire does not resist ice, and since we're half flying, our ice Pokemon are actually super effective against Charizard, making this not really the best matchup for him. Also, did Aurora Beam just lower his attack power? It's kind of crazy. Ouch. Jeez. I was thinking Hitmonlee could have an easy time. But no. And that thing's half psychic, so... what is one to do? And man, look at how chunky and level her Pokemon are. She's the first member of the Elite Four, and they've all been in the mid-50s. Oh, but damn! Okay, now our Charizard gets a good matchup. Maybe, kind of, sort of, in a way. Jinx is Psychic/Ice. And I consider her to be Lorelei's ace. But that makes her actually weak to fire. So he gets a good matchup. There you go. And Lapras would probably kill Charizard, so we'll send the foot first to soften it up. See, her Lapras is also 56, just like her Jinx. But, ouch. Ouch. Dear God, ouch. Goodbye, Hitmonlee. You did your job. You softened up the Lapras. But yeah, see, Gen 1 Ice Pokemon are nearly all half water. So, and she just straight up had, you know, oh sweet, she missed her Blizzard. Awesome. I'll take it. I'll take the good luck all the way to the bank. Jack defeated Lorelei. How dare you? Not congratulations, not good job. How dare you? You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokemon League power. Okay, well, you know, that's cool. Did I get any regular revives? Okay, I did. Yep, between battles, we'll heal our guys up all the way to full. Or nearly full. Gotta use that soda pop that I bought to check to see if we had Rock Slide. It's do or die now, baby. Use everything that you've got left. And our next matchup is Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people in Pokemon can become stronger. I've weight trained with my Pokemon. Jack, we will grind you down with our superior power. Ooh-ha! And I think this guy kind of gets a bum rep, because he's a giant musclehead, and in anime stereotypes, particularly in the 90s, and even a little bit earlier on, it was a pretty common trope to have a strong man stumble, you know, have a really big, strong guy, and he'd be really easy to topple with, you know, your mind, or with speed, because people are trying to infect the young with the idea that strength isn't important. And nothing could be further from the truth, you know. Not Rage from an Onix. See, when you use Rage in Gen 1 though, it becomes the only move you can use. And even with his rising attack, Onix's attack is so low that he would have been way better off using Rock Throw and doing quad damage to our Charizard, but he didn't, so he's boned. This is a neutral matchup. Hitmonchan can use Ice Punch, but Hitmonchan doesn't really have a high special stat, so we can just Flamethrower him to death. Easy peasy. Hey look, it's Hitmonlee. We know all of his weaknesses. He also has no special stat. Goodbye, Hitmonlee. Oh, another Onix. How about that? Let's just go with Earthquake in case he uses X Defend or whatever. Oh look, he's using X Defend again. How about that? I'm pretty sure Onix can just learn Harden, though. Like, why bother with an item that does what a move does? Especially with Onix. So Onix isn't exactly... Okay, so Machamp is Bruno's ace, and he has a fairly high HP stat. Decent, really high attack, pretty good defense. But his special stat is, like, mediocre at best. Like most fighting Pokemon, so, you know, just go ahead and burn him. No, not submission. Disrespect him with cut. Oh. Okay, well, I'll take it. Could have used a Super Potion, or a Hyper Potion, or a Full Restore, and you went with X Defend at 1 HP. Congratulations, Bruno. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. He doesn't care. He's just like, I softened you up. And it's like, did you? Did you really? it's a bunch of gravestones. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for fighting. Jack, I'll show you how a real trainer fights. And the thing about it is she's 100% right. They gave us that Pokedex, and we didn't have to fill it out at all. And then most of everything was about fighting. Fighting wild Pokemon, fighting Pokemon trainers, fighting. And we're faster than her Gengar, who tried to Dream Eater us without putting us to sleep because Gen 1's script is not good. And he's half poison, so he's weak to Dig and Earthquake. Oh look, a Golbat. We can't Earthquake that, but we can Flamethrower it. It is no challenge to us. Oh no! Hey, we burned it. Now, when it said all status changes are eliminated, it meant things that affect your stats, like attack up, defense up, that sort of thing, but also confusion. So Golbat confused us, and then unconfused us. Hilarious. Hey Hunter, you don't have Levitate in this gen, so you know what that means? That means you're gonna die to Earthquake. An Arbok, how about that? Goodbye, Arbok. You lived a good life. So far, my Charizard is struggled a little bit with Lorelei, but you know, it had a couple of good things go on against her, and a little bit of luck against that Lapras. It absolutely creamed Bruno, and it just absolutely annihilated Agatha. Alright. Good stuff. Now, when we walk through the next door, we're gonna have to walk straight all the way. It's gonna be epic. I'm not controlling this. The game has taken over my character's legs. It's amping us up for our final encounter. The door is locked behind us. There's no turning back. Ah, I heard about you, Jack. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon? They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Jack. Does it, though? Bro's wearing a whole-ass cape over a jacket. Oh, he's got a Gyarados. One of the strongest Pokemon in all of Generation 1. But you know what? It's quad weak to lightning. Dragonair? Oh, whatever will we do? It's level 56 and everything. Oh no, Dragon Rage, the only Dragon-type move in all of Gen 1 that does a static 40 damage. Oh, we didn't quite... Oh, Lance has Hyper Potions. How about that one? What a badass. He's got Hyper Potions. Oh. Oh, you increased your speed. How about that? But you increased your speed when you had 1 HP. Another Dragonair? Bro. These are level 56. They should be Dragonites. Bro, they only got Dragon... Is that the only move they've got, bro? How did you become the champion, man? Oh, Hyper Beam. That could hurt. That's a normal type move with 150 power. Ouch. Aerodactyl. Yeah, we'll switch out. Let's see. Our Aerodactyl doesn't have anything good to fight his Aerodactyl with, I don't think. But could we possibly pass up the chance to have our Aerodactyl fight his Aerodactyl? His Aerodactyl has 17 levels on ours. How about that? Oh, takedown. Ouch. It's got recoil damage. Oh no, he could cause us to flinch. But we'll burn him. Oh, Hyper Beam. Hello, that's probably gonna kill us. Lance is notorious for having Hyper Beam. But you know what? Aerodactyl's half flying, and rock doesn't resist electricity, actually. Only ground does. Goodbye. Ooh, Dragonite. Level 62 and everything. Barrier, huh? Raising your defense greatly, huh? Well, you see, Ice is, plays off the special stat, and you're quad weak to it. And I can't believe I didn't one-shot you. And just like that, Lorelei was the hardest trainer in the Elite Four. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon master. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Jack. You are now the Pokemon League champion. Or, you would have been, but you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. His name is John. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the real Pokemon League champion. Well, imagine that. The guy who beat literally every single gym before us beat the Elite Four before us. What a twist! But man, Lance had a level 62 Dragonite that we had to ice down. How strong are our rival? Surely he was a lower level. Like his Blastoise was level 53, and then he walked through Victory Road, and like even if he beat all the trainers there, he's got a whole team. You know, how high level could his Pokemon possibly be? Hey, I was looking forward to seeing you, Jack. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on Pokedex, I looked all over for powerful Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Jack, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. Yeah, because Kanto's the entire world? Like, what are you talking about, man? Oh, I see your fashion sense went down the toilet. You got a new haircut, too. How about that? Oh, but you're still leading with your Pidgeot. Level 61? Last time it was, what, like 47? Bro. The fuck? Well, it's no match for a critical hit from Jolteon. Oh, Alakazam, huh? Oh, my Jolteon is also made to face your Alakazam. That is level 59, damn. Oh, look at that. Jolteon's faster. Even though he's 8 levels lower. Ouch! The fuck? Okay. Okay. Ouch, at my retinas. Well, it's Skyfire is probably toast. Oh, he lived. Oh, but he's confused. Now he's toast. Oh! Our rival just is going to use full restore. Well, if that's the way you want to play it, then I'll do this to my Jolteon. Your Alakazam is not escaping with lucky crits, son. Ouch. My special fell, you slut. Bro. Ugh. Fine. Let's see. Well, he's paralyzed, so he's going to be slower than everybody. So... yeah. Yeah, crit from Charizard. Takes his Alakazam out. How about that? Rhydon. Yeah, we could switch out. Hello, first Pokemon ever conceived. They gave you horrible stats, by the way. You were done dirty by your own creators. And now you would have paid the penalty for existence. Arcanine. Fire type, you say? Oh, it's faster. Of course it is. It's 16 levels higher, and Lapras is not known for its speed. Ooh, Hydro Pump. That would be good if it weren't so inaccurate. Oh, Executor. Yeah, we can deal with that. Psychic Plant. Level 63. Damn, is that his highest level Pokemon so far? Bro really likes his Executors, I guess. Stomp. Oh. Not bad, not bad. Second full restore. What a slut. Hey, he's burnt this time. Oh, but he's putting us to sleep. Well, I'm not about to sit here and get stomped on a gajillion times, so... Rival versus battle rival. Yeah. Level 65 Blastoise. Hot damn. Oh, withdraw, huh? Well, I guess I could try to burn you. It probably won't work, but you know. Our Charizard's toast. There's no way he lives through it. 14 levels, super effective. Not living through it. Okay, let's see though. Let's see how the foot does. High jump kick. Blizzard? Aw, man. That's how he got past Lance. Hey, that's how I got past Lance. Ouch. Well, we'll give Slash a try. And none of his moves are really good for taking out a Blastoise. Especially one that's raising its defense. Although if Slash crits, it ignores that. Oof. Haha! Suck it, rival. Kabutops for the win. Jack defeated John. No, it can't be. You beat my best. After all that work to become League Champ. My reign is over already? It's not fair. I'll tell you what's not fair. Your Pokemon got a 14 level boost. Well, 14 and 12. 12 to 14 level boost. In less than an hour of play? Like... Because your Pokemon don't have EVs. Because you're an NPC. Jack. I've come here to remind you that I don't like my grandson. So you won, congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Charmander. Jack, you have come of age. John, I'm disappointed. I came when I heard you beat the Elite Four. But when I got here, you had already lost. John, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love. Without them, you will never become a champion again. Jack, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Jack, come with me. Congratulations, Jack. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Jack, you have endeavored hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, Jack. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. Level 51. Jolteon, named Maxim, Hall of Fame. Slash, level 50, Hall of Fame. Skyfire. Too low of level to really be competing in the Elite Four, but still, Hall of Fame. Thalassa the Lapras, of course, in the Hall of Fame. My drugged out Charizard. Only ever lost to Misty. Oh yeah, in the Hall of Fame. Hitmonlee, who kicks really hard and then dies. Hall of Fame. That's us. His name is Jack. You're on the right track. Get a Flash HM for my aid. It's a bit late for that, don't you think? And now we get to watch the credits roll with silhouettes of Pokemon as they tell us about who programmed this. Looks like they had 5 full programmers for Gen 1. Oh, and Junichi Masuda did sound effects. 6 people for monster designs? Okay. Game scenario had 4 people, it looks like. Parametric design, I don't know what that means. 2 people. Map design, 2 people. Oh wait, nope, 5 people. Okay. Product testing, 2 people. Nope, 4 people. Special thanks to 4 different people. Nope, 7 different people, okay. Oh, Shigeru Miyamoto was a producer. Well, there were 3 different producers. Oh, we get US version staff. People I've never heard of. Okay. Special thanks to Satoru Iwata, one of the badasses. all-time greats. The end. But not quite. It ain't over till it over. Okay, well, what they don't really show you, although it might have popped up at one point and I just zoned out whenever I see it, but they actually save your game when you Hall of Fame. And it puts you back in Pallet Town at your mom's house. And your Pokemon are beating all the hell, so you need to go and rest with your mom. And then we need to... There's one more thing we can do now that we have beaten the game. We can always go back straight to the Elite Four and re-challenge them as many times as we want, and basically use them and our rival as an endless loop of training and get to level 100 and have the strongest Pokemon at the lunch table, and nobody did that because of the rare candy exploit. But you can. You can go endlessly fight the Elite Four. But what you can also do is come back to Cerulean City. And if we had been good little explorers earlier in our lives, we could have come here a long time ago. And there would have been a guy in front of this cave, and he would say, wait, only Pokemon League champions are allowed inside. And he wouldn't let you in, because you're not a League champion. And there's some maze fuckery going on in here, but all in all, it's a cave. But hey, how did we get attacked? We had a max repel going. Well, you see, repels only keep Pokemon that are lower level than your lead Pokemon away. Now this cave has Pokemon, wild Pokemon, that go all the way up to I think level 65. And a lot of them are fully evolved and mildly rare. So it's kind of like, I guess, a really good training spot now for League Champions. Because these Pokemon are basically Pokemon League ready. You could catch any of these wilds and go back to the Pokemon League and just beat the entire Pokemon League with Pokemon that you caught exclusively in this cave. Freshly caught, you could just go beat the Pokemon League. Alright, one of these Dodrios, if you took it, it'd have Drill Peck. You could take out 3/5 of Bruno Team with it. That Marowak we just got into a fight with, you could take out his Onixes with. Lorelei might be another story for either of those, but there are other Pokemon in here that could deal with her. I don't know how many of them we're going to see, but we are going to have occasional and random encounters with Pokemon that are higher level than our party, because our highest are level 51. That's gonna hurt, but it doesn't have stab bonus. But look at that, a wild Pokemon that just naturally has Psychic. Crazy. Oh, another PP up. And we're attacked just for getting a PP up by a wild level 52 Electrode. Electrode is actually the fastest Pokemon in the game, and it's fast enough that it's the fastest Pokemon in every generation that it's in, until Generation 7, where there's finally a Pokemon that outspeeds it. And I don't know what that Pokemon is, because I don't know which Pokemon game Generation 7 is, but yeah. Now, if this starts to get too resource intensive, we might just start running away because Jolteon is fast enough that we could just run away from everything. Another reason why it's the best evolution in Gen 1, and Vaporeon can go kick rocks. But, that wouldn't be the cowboy way. Oh, goodness. Maybe I should have let it be the cowboy way. Level 52. But we still got plenty of resources left over from Pokemon League, so why not? Oh hey, look, it's the water again. Oh hey, a nugget. We could buy drugs with that. Hey, a full restore to replace the one we just used. Must have been some other champions in here dropping full restores everywhere. Isn't this the same music? Oh hey, a Ditto. What's a Ditto doing in here? Didn't we just talk about how those are possibly the failed clones of Mew? Oh no! It looks like us and has our moves. Unfortunately for it, it doesn't have our stats. Let me show you how to double kick, you silly Ditto. Oh wait, no, it does have our stats. Holy cow. I didn't think that Ditto copied the stats. That's the only way it could have gone first. Dang. Hey, rare candy. Don't mind if I do. Although I don't know who I would use it on at this point. Wild level 46 Golbat. Oh yeah, we gotta... Level 46, we gotta use repels, man. Man, if the dungeon is just giving us all sorts of full restores, then whatever's in here must be pretty ballin'. I don't think that I would get lost in here. Oh, a Chansey. Level 56. Chansey's kind of a neat Pokemon because it's... it learns moves that can heal your other Pokemon, I think. I don't think I've ever actually used a Chansey, come to think of it, though. And, but it definitely also learns other moves that heal itself. And, yeah, we're just gonna run away. But it has absurdly high HP and absurdly high special. And, but like no attack or regular defense. And then the speed is relatively low too. So what Chansey excels at is stalling. If you set it up the right way, chance you can just endlessly stall your opponent out. Okay, I'm not putting up with this. You're getting flamethrowered. Ouch. Yeah, that XP was garbage. Oh, hey, a wild Arbok at level 52. Let's wake our Jolteon up so that it can get paralyzed by Arbok's glare. Oh, it's just gonna get bit. Okay. That's perfectly fine then. Another one dying. Come on. Hey, that's 3 levels lower than us. Did I not reuse a repel? I thought I did. I don't want to fight a Marowak, dang it. I don't have a good moveset for ones that are on equal level to me. I don't know if specific spots in the cave have a higher chance of specific Pokemon. My last playthrough when I came through here, it was like an endless parade of Dodrios. Oh hey, the game's giving us another ball that we can't use. How about that? Looks like we're making progress. We're going down. Hey, another failed clone of Mew. That's level 65. Don't transform, you slut. Copycat. Ow. Bruh. These failed clones of Mew are ridiculous. Oh jeez, is my whole team about to get swept by this jerk that stole my Jolteon? This actually is a dangerous cave. The moral of the story is, don't treat the Dittos like they're nothing. Okay, now I'll fight the Marowak. Oh right, our Hitmonlee is a lower level than our Jolteon, so he's gonna prevent less encounters. Oh dear god, he's also gonna get wrecked. Oof. Dang, suicidal Pokemon. At this rate, we're gonna need that. Dude, wild Raichus living here? Jesus. That Raichu's a higher level than Lance's Dragonite. Holy fuck. I wonder if there's wild Raichus in the Cerulean Cave in yellow version. Is the Cerulean Cave accessible in the yellow version? I don't... It's been so long. Last time I played through Pokemon was actually just a few years ago. I did a yellow version playthrough where I became obsessed with Mankey because of how good he performs, particularly in yellow version. But I used all the other typical stuff. I made use of the Pikachu, the Charizard, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, and did everything there was to do, but I don't remember if Cerulean Cave was on the docket there. Oh, right. At least you lived this time, the foot. Ah, holy cow. You're gonna get level 50, I tell you. I tell you who what. Oh hey, it's Rhydon again. Oh, that shouldn't be too hard. Tries to use Tail Whip. Are you serious? You're level 55? You're level 55, man. Use something with more substance. Oh, not another Electrode, Jesus. Well, as long as we don't miss this kick. Huzzah! Level 50 our Hitmonlee gets. Oh my, a gall. Oh, dang Arbok. We don't have a good answer to that with Hitmonlee. Just beat it up with strength, I guess. Oh, and it misses its glare. That's good, that's good. Chooses to bite us. I'll take it, I'll take it. Oh, another Ultra Ball. It must really want us to catch something in this cave. Ooh, Thrash, that's a 90 power normal move. Ouch. Yeah, we'll finish it off with our Aerodactyl. We've got to be faster than him. Huzzah. Just to make sure, like, I know it's because they're higher level, but I just can't help but feel like I didn't use the use a repel, get attacked for using a repel. What the fuck? Damn, that Parasect is a higher level than Lance's Dragonite. I'm sure it's been done because there's just hundreds of YouTube channels that are all devoted to Pokemon. A lot of them actually a lot more successful than you would think. But I wonder if anyone's ever just come in here and caught every different Pokemon you can catch, and then taken them straight to the Elite Four without any training and just beat the Elite Four with, you know, like level 64 Raichu, level 55 Marowak, a level, you know, 52 Dodrio, a level, you know, 64 Parasect, a level 65 Ditto. Don't you growl at me, you bitch. And I'm sure there's at least one other Pokemon in here that would be worthwhile catching. You know, you could do a level 62 Chansey or some shit. There's like there's a whole team you could catch in here that would, you know, just take them straight to the Elite Four and they could probably win. Bruh. This damn Raichu's paralyzing my Jolteon. Alright, we did it. Okay. Phew. Whew. Turns out most of those full heals I bought were worthless. Maybe we should have just stuck to buying full restores. Alright, we'll make a save here just in case. Now, what's this Pokemon? Mew! Oh, it's not Mew, it's Mewtwo. And he's level 70 and he's pissed. Because he exists. And Hitmonlee's gonna probably die, so we'll just do High Jump Kick. There's no way Hitmonlee lives through this. Ooh, ah, wee, ee, ah. Hitmonlee is destroyed. Okay, well, he lived a good life. Maybe our Aerodactyl can stand up to this. Oh, I don't know why Mewtwo's trying to recover while he's at full HP, but apparently he has recover. Oh, nice crit there, Aerodactyl. Oh, he's using Barrier. He's raising his defense. He's doing it again. He might become unkillable. Now, of course, normally you could just throw your Master Ball at him and just get him, and you can take him back to the Elite Four, and he can just stomp all over them. because he's the strongest Pokemon in Gen 1, and he's actually the strongest Pokemon in a lot of generations. He is ridiculously powerful. But we ain't no bitch. And yeah, that's his whole moveset, I guess. Barrier, Recover, Psychic, and Swift. So we might lose. We might have to reset it. We can't catch him, so we're tasked with the harder task of actually beating him. Yeah, crit him with that Ice Beam. Uh-oh. The thing is I think in Gen 1, wild Pokemon and NPC Pokemon, I don't think they run out of PP. So, we're gonna have to finagle some stuff, possibly, to beat him. If we can get a status element to land on him, that would be fantastic. Like if our Jolteon could paralyze him, I think we'd be in the clear. Ouch. Oh, no. Bye, Jolteon. You lived a good life. Alright, can our roided out Charizard do it? Can we put the kibosh on Mewtwo once and for all? Answer. No. No chance in hell. Oh, we lived. Oh, we did it. Our starter did it. And Mewtwo is slain. Dun 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 dun. And that is Pokemon Red version, Gen 1. And let's see our Pokedex now. We've seen 136 of the 150 Pokemon. We never saw Venusaur. We never saw Clefable. We never saw Wigglytuff. We never saw a Psyduck. We never saw a Poliwrath. We never saw a Golem. We never saw a Krabby. We never saw... Ooh, I'm not sure which one that is. Lickitung, perhaps? These three, I'm not sure either. We never saw a... I don't know what comes after the evolutions. Never saw Omastar. Never saw Dratini. So yeah, there's 14 Pokemon we didn't see. And I don't know if there's a way to see them. But let's see, that 123 was the first one I didn't know what it was, right? So we can look Pokemon up by the Pokemon number, and I can at least tell you which ones we never saw. Scyther, we never saw a Scyther. Okay, what about 125? Actually, just give me the Kanto Pokedex. Oh, 125 was Electabuzz. We never saw an Electabuzz. 126 was Magmar. We never saw Magmar. 127 was Pinsir. We never saw a Pinsir. And then 137 was Porygon. We never saw a Porygon. And in fact, the only place to get Porygon is the Game Corner. You gotta gamble to get them. And that's why you'll never see them. So, there's just some rare Pokemon that you actually do have to make an effort to even see. And as an honor for beating Mewtwo, we will give this last rare candy to our Charizard. And then we will get the hell out of this cave using Dig. And where does it take us? Why, back to the last place we rested. So the hero went home. His Pokemon journey complete. And then he dropped in on his rival sister to make out with her. And that's all she wrote for this Let's Play of Let's Play Pokemon Red. Tune in next time for a playthrough, and a much more dedicated playthrough, of Pokemon Gen 2. Because I just feel like doing one. I haven't quite decided on which version yet. Between Gold or Silver. I know I'm not going to do Crystal, because I don't like Crystal. But I love Gold and Silver. I grew up with Silver, and I feel like it places more of an emphasis on the Gen 2 Pokemon. However, Gold version has just as many Gen 2 Pokemon, and is usually considered to be the red version of Gold and Silver, and is also considered to have the cooler Pokemon sprites. As things stand, I am leaning towards Gold because it has a particular Pokemon that I would like to catch and use that is not available in Silver version. However, again, Silver version is the cooler version, so we'll see. Maybe I'll flip a coin over it. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me, thanks for watching these absurdly long Let's Play episodes, and thank you for playing Pokemon Red version for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon.